Hello, Padre?
Yep, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Having any issues with static or anything?
No.
Alright, why don't you go up to the next hill up then?
Roger.
Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today, my son and I are just out here at Medicine Bow National Forest, and we're doing a little bit of testing with the Midland Micro Mobile, which is a little 5-watt GMRS radio. And we've done a previous video on that, and then we're also taking a look at the Operator G1, which is just a really cool. Gosh, I don't even know what you call it. Roger that. It's a.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said roger that. Wave your hands. Let me see where you're at.
Okay, I'm getting it right.
Okay, go to the next hill. See how that works.
It's fine. 5 on 5.
Roger that. Go head to the next one. The next hill down. Let's try that.
Roger.
So anyway, the Operator G1 is a really cool, it's like a battery power system, really, a whole integrated power system that has a battery in it. It's got an internal solar charger. As you can see, we've got some solar panels here that Hardened Power Systems offers, and it's got just all kinds of stuff. And we're just out here doing the testing now. Here in just a little bit, stay tuned in the video. We're gonna pull it back and do a bench top.
Can you hear me?
And we'll talk about all of that stuff, you know, in detail. So stick with me, and we'll get started. Yep, got you loud and clear. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at the Operator G1. So as you can see, this comes fully contained within a small 30 caliber ammo can, and as you can see, it's just packed full of options. So let me pull this thing out and let's get a better look at it outside the can. Alright, so what I got to do to pull this out is just pull it straight out. In the bottom of the can, you'll notice that we've got some foam down in there, and that's going to help for, you know, to get a good tight seal so that nothing vibrates around and moves around, you know, when it's being transported. So this thing is very precisely manufactured and made to be able to hold the Midland Micro Mobile. And I believe that they've used CNC technology using HDPE materials as well as 3D printing to put this all together. So let me just kind of show you each different side here. The faceplate is I think it's like a laser engraved solid plastic faceplate. So it's not just a sticker or anything like that. And then over here on this side, this is where the microphone goes into and kind of stores down in there out of the way. And then over in the bottom here, we also have the antenna storage. So that goes down through there. Then you run this is the antenna that comes with the Micro Mobile. And then you run that through and kind of along this channel right there. It's all built in. And then you can just coil this cord up and close the top of the ammo can. So that's a pretty ingenious way of storing that, I'd say. It's a little bit awkward getting it in and out, but once you know how it goes, it's pretty easy. So then to the back of this, you can see how the you've got the antenna plug right here, which basically goes up to the exterior part here. That way you can, plug it in and take it off from the outside without having to take the radio off. Then you've got the power cord going in here, and then the external speaker in here. And I can tell you, I was really impressed by the external speaker. I thought it sounded really good. The power line is fused as well. Let me see if I can get that off. Got a little inline fuse there. See if I can zoom in for you a bit. So, and the other cool thing is that he throws in a nice little compartment right here that has a couple of additional blade fuses. One there and one right up there. So just in case you're in the field and you have a power surge or something along those lines, or something weird happens, lightning strike, I don't know, whatever would cause a fuse to go, then you're going to be able to just pop those out, and have them right there. Okay, so the battery here is a 60 watt-hour AGM battery. And so these are fairly easy to find if you, for some weird reason, needed to replace it. A fairly standard battery size in the community, and you can be able to replace that if you need to, but it's probably going to last a long time. So that just goes securely right down inside of there and straps into place. Basically just a battery compartment on this side. And then we are back to the front. Now the front, I'll just kind of go over some of the things on this real quick. You've got your external speaker right here, and like I said, the sound on that is really nice. The other cool thing is you've got a headphone jack. So if you're in a situation like an evasion situation or a combat situation, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to have any sound coming out of that speaker, you can pop that in there. You've also got an external speaker switch to be able to turn the speaker off if needed. So here we have our external antenna jack, and then right here he has gone and taken all the GMRS radio frequencies and etched them in, because sometimes between manufacturers there are differences on what channel 1, 2, 3, 4 and down the line are. So he went ahead and put the frequencies on here for us, so we don't even have to worry about that. That is very cool. Now, as you guys probably know, GMRS, you are supposed to have a license for this, which I do. I need to pull out my paperwork to find out what my call sign is, but he's left a place right here so that you could write your call sign in just in case you forget it. So that is kind of cool too. Then we have the amp meter here, and I'll just turn that on real quick. And that's going to show the amps and everything like that. And then you've also, whoops, I can turn the radio on as well. There we go. And it shows kind of what you're pulling on your amps and everything. This switch right here will turn all the faceplate off or on, but it does not affect the radio. So that's kind of cool that they're independent. And you've got your voltmeter right there. Then over here you've got a Anderson power pole going to the battery. Then you've got a 3 amp USB port for charging all of your phones and iPads, iPods, all that kind of stuff. And then you have a secondary auxiliary Anderson power pole port as well. Now the other cool thing that I really like is that you've got the solar, you've got a built-in solar charger. And our solar controller battery charger. Solar controller, excuse me. And essentially what that's going to allow you to do is that is going to allow you to safely use, let me back out here a little bit, to safely use a set of solar panels with it without having to worry about causing any damage to your radio. So they offer, the solar panel is not sold with the unit, but they do offer some options on the website, and you can just plug that right in there, and then you can be able to charge your battery in the field from solar panels. So I think that is just super, super cool, because for the whole prepping mindset and wanting to be able to be portable if need be, you know, that's giving us that capability to do that right there. The other thing that it does come with, like I said, the solar panels are not included, but the other thing that it does come with is the 110 charger, so that when you're, you know, at your house or whatever the case may be, you can just plug it in and plug it into the wall, and it will charge up your battery before you go anywhere, before you go on a camping trip or whatever the case may be. He's also got the little plate put on here for the power adapter, so you know the input and output and what it goes to and everything like that. So that is pretty cool too. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? We went out and tested it today, as you guys saw a little bit earlier, and you know, it really worked well. Everything seemed to work fine. It packed up fine. You know, getting it in and out was no trouble. Oh, the other thing that he did send me a couple of, and they do sell these separately as well on the on his website, and they're a couple of little USB LEDs, and they're adjustable too. So let me see if I can get this to work here. Let me actually slide this. I'm going to slide this in the can, and I'm going to use these little click stands, is what he calls them. They're kind of cool. They actually kind of go like that to help support the can. So that is pretty cool, I thought. And he sells those click stands as well. You have to check the website to see what the price is, because I'm not sure exactly. So with this little USB deal, you can plug this in here and tap it, and then you get a little red light to come on. And again, that's for like a combat type environment. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but as I hold that touchpad on the back, the brightness changes. So it has kind of an infinite level of changing as far as how much light it sheds, you know, on the face of the radio. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's a red one, and then it also comes in the pack with a white one, a white LED as well. Let me just show you that one. There, you can see that's kind of quite a bit brighter there, and I can just dim that down by holding that, and it goes down to just almost nothing. So that's pretty cool too. And these little click stands actually worked really, really well. I was out on some rocks and stuff like that today, and you know, they worked really well even on kind of uneven ground and all that kind of stuff. So really, really cool option as far as, you know, being able to protect your radio system. You know, that's one of the big problems with radio systems, is that they're so fragile, and the way that he's integrated this into the can, it just protects it so well all the way around. I'm just really very impressed with it. You know, it's waterproof. You know, Comms Prepper did a review of this. You guys should definitely go check out his review. He's much more technical on radios than I am, and you know, he breaks it down and kind of goes through, you know, all this stuff with some pretty good detail. And I'll put a link to his channel, you know, down here, and you guys can go check that out as well. But the thing for me, the big takeaways for me is, A, I love the Micro Mobile GMRS radio. It's a 5-watt radio. It's got an external antenna, and it allows you to put an antenna up to 20 feet off the ground, which I think is really, really cool. It's going to help you with some reception, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and better range. especially if you get up on a hill. And then, it's also interoperable with the handheld GMRS, FRS, not the FRS ones, but those walkie-talkies that have both GMRS and FRS will be able to talk to this radio. So that's just a good comm option for survivalists and preppers and all that kind of stuff. And this one's just going to have a little bit more power, so it's going to be able to get out there a little better and receive good signals and all that kind of stuff with the external antenna. So I think this is just a really great option. But you make the investment to buy the radio, you want it to be protected, and you want to be able to use it anywhere. You don't want to just be able to have it mounted, in your car or your truck or whatever. You'd like to be able, at least I would like to be able to, stick it in this can here and take it out and use it when I'm going camping, when I'm going different things like that. Or if I was in a bug out situation and I had to bug out, very contained unit, and just super, super usable and super user friendly as well, as you saw earlier. So anyhow, guys, I think this is just a really cool option. Alright guys, that has been a quick look at the Operator G1 and the Midland Mobile Micro Mobile, and I think this is just a really sweet kit that Hardened Power Systems is offering. As I mentioned before, I'll put the link in the description where you guys can check out all his stuff. He makes some very quality stuff. Comms Prepper, I think I mentioned that also. Comms Prepper has done a really nice review of this system as well. I definitely recommend that you guys check that out. But I think this combination of the Midland Micro Mobile and the Operator G1, along with a solar panel setup that will interface with this, is a really, really strong option for preppers or for survivalists, for anybody who is wanting to be able, even campers really, if you're wanting to be able to have a good base station when you're outside, out portable, out in mobile areas, and maybe you've got a set of walkie-talkies that you want to be able to work, with these or whatever. This is going to be just an awesome setup. It's got the external, as we've talked about, it's got the external antenna ability, so you can set up a higher antenna, get a bit, on a hill and whatnot, and get kind of a better transmission and reception range. And just a really cool option. It's definitely weatherproof. You've got the ammo can, it seals up and all that. I mean, it's a really cool deal. I plan on getting another one myself. I really like this, and I think that it would be kind of a force multiplier as far as being able to talk to each other in a grit down situation, So anyway, guys, go over and check out Hardened Power Systems. And as always, if you've got any questions, you can definitely put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And we always appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.